Messiah, name above all names.
The Breakthrough Campus at Asbury Church offers services with guitar-driven praise. Originally designed as a service for college-age young adults, its membership has evolved to include a diverse group of people from children to retirees. They all enjoy an alternative worship style and express themselves as the Spirit leads.
The ransom from heaven.
Although their worship style is different than most churches, their problems are not.
The problem for me was, here's the largest audience that I'll get throughout the week, the most attention given to information throughout the week, but it's not being recollected, it's not being acted upon. There's no plan to take the content from that event and move it into people's lives throughout the week. And that's one of the biggest pastoral problems that we have, is how do we get people to be serious about their faith, think about their faith, act on their faith outside of the 1.5 hours on Sunday morning? How does church become something that we live and not just experience on Sunday morning?
The Breakthrough Focus Center was created to address this problem. This resource was designed using the ADDIE model for instructional systems design. Using Moodle, the site offers 24/7 access to resources which re-emphasize and extend the concepts from the previous sermon. Participants are encouraged to interact with each other, enhancing the learning and helping to build community. The overall structure uses each 2 to 4 week sermon series as a cycle. Within each cycle, the sermons are used to create the lessons. As we enter a lesson, each lesson will contain these same sections. The sections are created using the levels of Bloom's taxonomy. As participants progress through the sections, they move through higher and higher cognitive levels.
I think what was great about the content and just the flow of the website was one can move from just the information to application for themselves. And I felt that was the best piece of this whole thing.
During the design and development phases, it became evident that a tool was needed to efficiently get the content from the pastor to the designer. The template created not only accomplished this, but also provided a useful framework for Pastor Skillen as he wrote his sermons.
I think it was a good thing because it helped me distill all the content that I wanted to share into something that was usable and workable. It helped me understand that I needed to flow from just sharing content to providing application. I felt like it was a great addition, and it wasn't more work. Sure, it may have added more time to the process, but I felt like it was important. It wasn't wasted time, it was beneficial. When we got to the implementation stage, because it was online content and our people had a proclivity to be more technologically savvy, I thought it was going to be an amazing success. And then when we had that small group, that first pilot group gathered, we gave them the information, we gave them the steps to begin the process. We had some results there. I thought, this is going to be a great thing. We're going to share it with our community, and they would embrace it. They would, at the very least, I felt like they were going to embrace it and it was going to be useful, but at the very least, I thought they would give it a try. And a lot like some other social networking sites, they would sign up, they would look around a bit, they would give it a go, and maybe they would give it a couple of weeks chance of seeing if it was meaningful for them. And so I was very optimistic that it was going to be helpful for us.
All right, and it wasn't.
And it wasn't.
What, now that you've had a little chance to think about it,
Yeah.
what is, in your head, what's the explanation for that?
I think the explanation is, and this is something that you and I had a conversation with, is that though it was centered around technology, though it was user-friendly and helpful, there seems to be a convenience piece that needs to be considered. And so I would like to see us go back to the drawing board and find ways that we could get people to go to it. Because I think once people go to it and they see how useful it is, I think that people would use it. It's going to allow our people to connect with one another, connect with content, and hopefully, the overall goal hopefully is that life change happens and that people can grow spiritually through this tool.